Alright guys, welcome back. I'm the CosmicCop. Today I'm going to, whoops, if I can stop breaking this thing. I'm going to show you how to build the skeleton XP grinder that I built on the MineCO server. This is what it'll look like, minus the breaks that I'm making right now. And, so basically this is what it's going to look like when it's completed. And now I'm going to show you how to build this XP grinder. Alright, so here we are in the dungeon. And you can see I've removed a few of the chests just so we can get to work. So let's start cleaning this area out. Basically what we're going to need is a 10 by 8 area in this dungeon. 8 is for the water to flow, and then 10 is just to get extra space for the skeletons to spawn. So we're going to count the blocks out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's perfect. That's where the water is going to be, right there. And then we're going to need to build a trench here for the mobs to fall into. And then we're also going to need to make this 2 blocks wider, just because we want it to be 10 blocks wide instead of the current 8 it is at. But so we're going to count this out. But yeah, it's 8, so we're just going to expand it 2 blocks. And we're going to take out this little thing right here because we don't need that. Remember, this room doesn't have to be exactly pretty because only the mobs are going to see it, not you. But I just like to at least keep some symmetry here. So let's go and finish tearing this down. Alright. So let's go ahead and fill in a couple of these holes here, just so we can clean this area up. Fill this hole in too. Alright, so we got our basic shape of our room here, and now we just have to let's go ahead and light it up a little bit more here, so mobs can't spawn while we're working. And the next thing we need to do is make the landing platform area. So we're just going to dig a little bit into the wall here, dig up so we can be a little bit above the room, and let's block this off a little bit. Because we don't actually need access to this room from the landing platform. I'll just leave it open now while I'm working on it though. And as this is not really an essential part of this build, I'm just going to time lapse through it starting now. Alright, so this is the room where the humans come, and this is where they come to kill the mobs, and we're going to put this block right here. That's where we're going to kill the mobs. So basically, you have the mobs spawn in here, and they go through the system, and they go up and down over here, land on this block, and that's where the humans will kill them. So pretty simple. However, I should note that the spawner does have to be over 9 blocks away from the killing block, because if they're too close, then the mobs in the killer will affect the mob cap of the spawner, and it will stop spawning. But if it's over 9 blocks away, then the spawner will keep spawning, and this block over here will have no effect on the mob cap of the spawner. Don't make it too far away though, so that when you're standing here waiting for the skeletons to drop, you want to make sure the spawner is still active. You don't want to get so far away that this mob spawner is no longer active. I don't remember exactly how far that is. I think it might be like 16 blocks, but this right here is a safe distance, and this will definitely work for you. So, yeah. Alright, so next we need to make the chute where the skeletons will fall down. So let's go up 22 blocks from the killing block. It probably would be a good idea to count this. So let's get our sword out and count up here. Up to 22. So we need to go a couple more up, 5 more, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we're actually need to go another 2 blocks up, because this is the floor, and the skeletons still need to fall down the chute. So let's go 2 more blocks up. Oh, darn it, we hit the sand. Alright, that's gonna make this a little bit less fun. Alright, now let's just clear this sand out of here. Yeah, this is gonna make this really annoying. Ugh, man. Alright, well, let's light this up a little bit at least. So now we need to make the area where they go up. So, and come over to meet that chute. So let's dig up here. Again, 22 blocks. You should meet it, but it looks like we actually miscalculated. So we're gonna need to dig over that away to meet up with this. So let's just dig across to our other chute. Here we go. And jump down here. And now, alright, so next thing, we've got to dig down 3 levels beneath the spawner just so that the skeletons don't get caught up on the spawner itself when they spawn. Some people will dig down just 2, but really you should dig down 3, because if you dig down 2, the skeletons will be jumping in the water and they will still hit their head on the spawner. So we're going to want to go down to 3. And I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick time lapse to this because this isn't real interesting. So, see ya. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we can now get the water buckets out, and we can put our 8 water buckets across here. You need to get 8 water buckets, or I recommend just having an infinite water source right next to where you're building this thing. So you can see with the 8 spaces, it goes right up to the exact edge of this canal, and that means we can just send the water across here. Unfortunately, with 10 blocks, we're going to need to lower this just a bit more so that the water can continue to flow. So now it should just be right over here, and this will be the chute where they go straight up. So now let's clear this stuff out of our inventory, and we need to get a sign, or multiple signs if you're doing this in survival mode. But basically you're going to want to put the signs like this, 2 signs to start, like this. Wait, no, you're going to put them like this. Alright, and then you're going to put a water bucket right there, and you'll have this weird diagonal pattern. That's how you want it. So they'll just come right here and just start going up, because mobs will just continue to hit the space bar. So, straight up, and then you want to alternate sign and water bucket the whole way up. And oh, whoops, I'm going to need to put a wall right here, so that the water doesn't flow out like that. There we go, that's better. Yeah, alright, it's all fixed. Okay, so they'll just go straight up here, and sign, water bucket, sign, water bucket the whole way up. Alright, and again, we'll time lapse this. Alright, so since we had to lower the level down at the bottom there, because of the 10 block thing, it didn't come out quite even, so we're going to need to heighten this channel just a little bit to get the water flow right. That didn't work. We want this to be like it was downstairs. We want it to be right at the edge of the block when it drops them off into the chute, because we don't want water down in our kill zone. So we got to get this water flow right. How do we want to do this? Gosh. Let's put it up a couple blocks there. We're gonna go up even another layer, because we have to keep the 8 blocks thing in mind. Man, this turned into a nightmare. Alright, so we're gonna count 8 blocks off there, or 7 blocks, and then whoops, no, we don't want that going down the hole. It's a mess. Come on. No, we don't want that block there. Light this back up. Alright, let's get rid of the water and then we'll figure this all out. Come on, go away. Alright. So count this off. We want 8 blocks to the hole there, and the rest of this should all be fine. Alright. Let's put the water in, flows down. It hits this 8 block stretch, and perfect. It's right at the edge. Alright. So now all we gotta do is just cover this in a little bit so the mobs can't escape. Alright, break this up a little bit. It doesn't really matter what kind of material you use. Again, only the mobs are going to see this. We don't care what it looks like. And if your dungeon is a little bit deeper down, this may even be a little bit easier for you. You may not even have to build this at all. It may just be all underground. Alternatively, if your dungeon is higher in elevation, you may have to build big towers that look ugly in your world for this. That's just one of the unfortunate things about building something like this. Alright, so let's go ahead and head down to our kill zone. And let's, we gotta add glass here. I guess it doesn't really have to be glass. It can be any block you want. I just prefer glass so I can see the mobs. And then let's do this the way we have it on MineCO. Let's have a block right here. And then basically what this block will do is it will allow you to get the XP, but you won't pick up all the stupid items the skeletons drop. So you can stand there and you can kill the mobs, get the XP, and then if you want, you can do like the little hopper thing right there that collects the thing. So let's grab a chest just for demonstration here, and we'll break that, grab a hopper, hook this up to the chest, and that way the chest will fill up with all the stupid items, and if you want them, you can get them out of the chest, but they don't clog up your inventory. Alright, we're about ready to start spawning skeletons here. Again, that's your little chest. And then... Alright, oh, whoa, what's this? Let's go ahead and brick this up. I don't know what happened to that. But, yeah. Looks like it should be fine now. Okay. Let's break this up. Let's leave it open for the moment. We gotta get back in there. Alright, so now we're gonna test this being a mob. Basically, all skeletons do is hold down the space button, and that's what we'll do. I will also use the W key to speed things up a little bit. But basically, we're simulating being a skeleton here to make sure this thing all works. So spacebar, spacebar, spacebar. And we're going to go up this elevator. These signs will keep the skeletons from drowning. And they'll just go straight up here. And they will go across this channel pretty quickly. And they'll fall down right into the kill zone. And they should be at half heart, so you can kill them very easily. Now, unfortunately, since the 1.3 update, skeletons, which has been a long time, by the way, since the 1.3 update, skeletons do spawn with armor. So we're going to need stone swords to kill some of the ones that spawn with boots, because they will not be one hit away. So if you notice on MineCO, I usually use a dispensable stone sword to kill mobs, and that's just because of the fact that some of them do spawn with a little bit of extra health due to their armor. So you're not going to be able to kill all of them with your fist. If you want to stand there with your fist, you'll have to do 3 or 4 hits on some of the skeletons. But we're going to use stone swords. Alright, so it's now time to knock out these torches and start spawning some mobs. Let's grab these torches right here. And you can see skeletons are already spawning. At this point, we can block that off. We're not going to need that anymore. Kill these torches and this last one right here. Alright, pretty dark in here. Mobs spawn. And let's just get through here before the skeletons follow us. Grab that torch and this torch. And we're done. We just come down here to the drop zone. Fix this up. And now we wait for mobs to spawn. That's about it. I'm going to wait here for some skeletons to spawn. I'll be back when I have some and I'll demonstrate it. Alright, here we are. And we're about to kill these skeletons with an instant health potion. So let's throw at them. And basically, since skeletons are undead mobs, it will hurt them instead of healing them, and that means we get all this XP. So let's look at this. We get 22 levels, and that's only from waiting here about 10 minutes. Wait here 15-20 minutes, you will have 30 levels easy. AFK, wait from the spawn. Yeah, and just punch a few mobs and you can get levels very, very easily. So that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.